Eric Ten Hag has been able to convince Pavard to leave one of the biggest clubs in the world and join Manchester United. He's guaranteed him first team football. He wants to bring him in. We're Benjamin Pavard's first choice. Inter Milan and now some other Premier League clubs are sniffing around him. But of course, Maguire has blocked the transfer. And I think we're all fairly aware of this, but it is now being confirmed by the media. And we know Ten Hag is growing frustrated at the club's inability to get rid of players. And I understand some people will say this isn't on Maguire. Maguire is entitled to say, no, I want the money that I've been promised in my contract. And I understand that. I personally think the fact that he's fifth choice and a left back will play centre back instead of him demonstrates a weak mentality from his point of view from a football standpoint. He cares more about the extra 90 grand a week than he does playing first team football. But that is his choice, and I will respect that. What I will not respect is, again, the legacy issues at this club that always drag the next manager down. We have not learned yet, and it's why I said that I have faith in Eric Ten Hag to take this team forward. But I believe if the Glazers stay, I believe if the Glazers remain at this football club, they will drag him down. They will pull the rug from under his feet. The manager has become frustrated. The manager is starting to become annoyed that he cannot move the players on because the club either won't agree the sales or can't get the sales done that enables him with pace, to improve the squad. Now, yes, he has spent around 330, 340 million pounds so far. Of course, we're not going to add the add-ons on like Sky Sports do because we haven't won the major trophies to pay for those add-ons yet. So he's invested a large amount of money, but the whole squad needs an overhaul, probably barring 3 to 4 players. Probably only 3 to 4 players will survive from what he inherited to what he would want by, say, the end of next season. But we are struggling to do what another manager at Manchester United wants in its entirety. We're doing bits, we are spending some money, but we're not completing the job. We are cutting corners again. Amrabat not through the door. Pavard not through the door. Another attacker not through the door. This happened to LVG. In fact, this happened to Moyes. This happened to LVG. This happened to Jose. The only manager who I really do think they did well by was Ollie, but he was never good enough. And I said at the time, the only reason I backed him to not be sacked is I wanted to see if they were going to build this sustainable model beyond Ollie. We didn't. We've then gone in another new direction where we need to knock down the whole squad and rebuild it. But they never rebuild a squad. They never do. Ever. And even to a degree with Ollie, got to a point where it's starting to look pretty decent. And then they brought in players like Ronaldo that he didn't want. They didn't fit how he wanted to play. And what happened? He scored goals, but the team's style, the team's ability regressed. Whether people like it, that's not on Ronaldo personally. It's a poorly run club. We improved last year. So what should you do from that point? Get the deals done. Sacrifice the 5, 6, 7 million it's going to take to get rid of Maguire, so the manager can bring in a player that he wants, that he believes will improve our squad. And listen, Pavard will improve Man United's squad. 110% he'll improve it compared to Maguire being there. 110%. Do I think he's the best centre-back in the world? No, but he's going to improve our squad. And at 20-odd million pounds, it's a very good value deal. Amrabat, I think, is sensational, especially for the money we can get him at. We're looking at Gravenberch. Players like him should be here. And again, if the club wasn't in debt and if the club wasn't running to the ground, Maguire would be a Manchester United player, in my personal opinion, but we've missed out on him as well. You then move on to what's now being said, that Sheikh Jassim is still awaiting a response from the Glazer family for the bid that he's submitted. There's now a real concern that the Glazers will not sell the club. Share price has risen, and I guarantee you, this is a guess, but I guarantee you they have made loads of money during the spike periods of the shares going up. Whether it's loans against those shares or whether it's selling them off themselves with huge upside profits of hundreds of millions of dollars, I'm very intrigued to see when people were buying up those shares, whose shares they were buying. Because I bet they made loads of money. The Rain Group, now financial sources are now stating that the Rain Group believe they are being tasked with selling something that isn't really for sale. There is a genuine possibility here that they have lied to us all. And even myself, I got excited. It really felt like it was going to happen. It could still. Maybe this is all a ploy to increase the amount of money the Sheikh or Sir Jim offers. And it could be. The whole thing could be a ploy. But where does the blame lie? Where does the blame lie on another manager not being able to rebuild his squad at the pace he wants? Where does the blame lie for us not being able to sell dead wood? Who should we hold accountable for the club's sale in general? Taking 9 months, maybe the rug being pulled from under the feet of the potential buyers. The Glazers probably making hundreds of millions of pounds on the stock market during that time. And if the sale does go through, walking away with their target of £7 billion from this deal, who do we hold accountable for all of this nonsense? I know some of you will say the Glazers. Some of you might say Ten Hag. Some of you might say Fergie. I don't know why you would, but some of you may. But there's only one group of people to blame for this mess. And it's us, the Man United fans. We have become the embarrassment. We have become the biggest problem at our club. Now, I know straight away some of your backs have gone up. What? How are you blaming me? And I know everybody has their reasons, and I know that sometimes there are different circumstances. But everybody that I see that's Glazer out has renewed season tickets, has bought the new kit, takes out products that our sponsors buy, subscribes to MUTV, even just retweeting the Man United account and engaging with it on Twitter. You now get, by the way, these companies are now getting paid tens of thousands of pounds to tweet a month by Elon Musk. So you are literally, by engaging with the Man United Twitter account, you are making them more money. There should have been a complete boycott. There should have been a complete turning of our back on every financial element of this club. When they put it up for sale, we could have, one, driven the price down for the potential buyer and forced their hand by saying, great, it's up for sale, but you get it done at a reasonable price as we, the fans, walk. We cut the snake's head off. And I don't want to say, I told you so. But if they end up, there's one of two ways this is going to go now. They either keep the club or they make even more profit from selling it. And we, the fans, have let it happen. Now, I saw a tweet, and it said here that the Glazers have treated the Sheikh Jassim and Ineos the exact same way they treat the Man United fans for the last 18 years. Zero communication, bids in excess of 5 billion, and not even a response for months. The Glazer family are truly abysmal when it comes to conducting themselves as businessmen. They're not. They're not. Because they know that it's win-win for them. Whatever happens, they are eventually going to make the money out of the club they want. We are the abysmal people in this because we allow them to do it. We have the power. I see individuals that moan about the Glazers only wanting money and giving them money. There's going to be a sit-in after the next home game. Think about it. You are going to go to the megastore, some of you, buy your tickets, buy your programs, buy, a few beers in the stadium, buy a hot dog or a burger. Then you're going to sit and protest about the greedy owners after collectively making them over £1 million. Match day revenue, what is it? A couple of £1 million a game? You're going to make the Glazers a couple of £1 million and then moan that they're greedy by sitting in after the game when they're not even there and they won't care. And they won't care because you've given them the one thing you say they're after, which is your money. And I keep calling this out. And for some strange reason, The only thing Man United fans at large don't want to do is push the narrative of pull your money. And I keep hearing, well, you can't stop people spending their money. You can. Lots of people have told me they have pulled their money away because of my little voice. But imagine the big fanzines, the diehard match-going Reds, the gargantuan fan channels that now exist. Imagine we all say, pull your money. Imagine we all push that. It creates a much better ripple effect. Now, as I've said all along, people are entitled to support Manchester United in any single which way they want. That is their personal choice. And I am not going to go on a personal crusade to call individuals out. I will respect it. But I've been saying this now on social media since this has really been a thing. I've been saying it for over 10 years. I've been practicing it myself since 2016 and talking about it regularly because I had a moment in 2015, 2016 where I realized I am the biggest problem here by giving them my money. So I canceled my season tickets. I had 2. I stopped buying merchandise. I unsubscribed from MUTV. I did everything in my power to pull it away. Now, I have tried to influence as many people as I can, but I can only do so much. I'm not on TalkSport. I'm not on Sky Sports. I'm not on TNT Sports. I don't have the size of platform other people do. And the match-going Reds and the big Man United fans and accounts online, in my opinion, if they don't push for a boycott financially of the football club, if we don't push for people to personally sacrifice what they love, one of 2 things is happening. The Glazers stay and we don't progress, or they walk away with even more money than we believe they're entitled to. They win. And are we as Man United fans going to let that happen? I want your thoughts. Because frankly, I'm embarrassed of what we've become as a football club. So many reasons I'm embarrassed. I love this club with every fiber of myself. There's so much about this club's history and its past and the way it's conducted itself that has given me inspiration and guidance in life, genuinely. Reading books, watching documentaries, watching the actual team just play and train and the ethos and mentality they've had over the years, it's helped me be a better person. And I genuinely mean that, as corny as it may sound. That is what I love about sports. And my favorite athletes and my favorite sports teams have always been a genuine inspiration to me, both from a sporting standpoint and a personal one. And I'm embarrassed of what this club has become. But I'm even more embarrassed of us as a fan base because we are consistently just rolling over and having our bellies tickled by these people we supposedly hate called the Glazers. Take care, everyone. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing day. Speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.